Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your TNA Smelliversary review. Uploaded a vid late last night there. I ordered the goddamn pay-per-view and it never fucking worked, people. Never friggin' worked. Gonna have to try to get a goddamn refund there, but I fucking watched the show, people. I got to see the garbage show there. It started off with Eddie Edwards defeating Zema Ion, Trevor Lee, and Andrew Everett. This was a decent spot fest, you know, with no psychology, no storytelling or whatever. You had a whole bunch of moves there, and it ended in a cheap looking small package type of pin there, which was a little bit cheap, you know what I'm saying? If you have a shit ton of moves, well, not a shit ton of moves, but you have dangerous looking moves there, and it ends with a cheap fucking roll-up. That's Indy wrestling, boy, Indy wrestling. It wasn't a bad match, it was decent, but a cheap finish there. Second match, the Tribunal defeated Grado and Mahabali Shera. The Tribunal was Al Snow as a manager, dressed in a coach uniform, and it's France. He's wearing a France shirt there, acting like a coach with a whistle and shit. Very, very, very retarded. Very fucking crappy. The match itself was fucking shit, ladies and gentlemen. Very cheap. The Tribunal is, I think it's one of the guys from France that was on NXT, and some tall fucking goofball looking jobber with a shaved head or something. Very cheap match, cheap wrestling, cheap everything. This Grado fucking sucks. He tried to be funny in this match, but he failed big time. Very cheap. Super cheap match. Third match, Sienna defeated Gail Kim and Jade to become the Knockouts champion. Before the match, you had Maria and her sidekick, Ali. She had a broken hand, Maria, and this was a god-awful promo. The assistant there was very, very bad on the mic. Gail Kim was corny on the mic. It was supposed to be a one-on-one match. Then you had Billy Corgan coming out there acting like a GM. I don't know what the fuck happened to this guy, if it's all the drugs from the years of rock and roll or whatever the fuck, but this guy just looks weird. He sounds weird. He's just straight up fucking weird there. He set up a triple threat match. The booking. This was a straight up clusterfuck booking match. Like 5-6 women interfering in the fucking match there. Jade's friend Marty Bell just jumped in there and did some kind of surprise interference. It was interference on top of interference. A big pile of clusterfuck bullshit. And the match wasn't that good. Okay, watch an NXT women's match if you want to see real women's wrestling. This here was a pile of shit with a big fucking pile of clusterfuck bad interference. Just very dumb. That's what it looked like. Fucking dumb. Fourth match, James Storm defeated some complete jobber called Braxton Sutter. And when Braxton comes out, you see the Titantron that's written BS on it. BS, what kind of fucking nickname is this? And the match was fucking bullshit. It's bullshit that it's $40 to see garbage like this. James Storm says he wants to give this guy a shot. He's been on the Indies for a long time. And this Braxton guy wasn't an indie wrestler with talent. One of those little guys that does all kinds of moves there. He was short though, bald, and very plain. Very, very, very plain. Didn't display any talent whatsoever. And they had a match that was super plain. Arm drags, fucking, you know, power slams, very cheap moves there. And James Storm won with a super kick. The match only lasted a couple minutes. Very cheap. It looked like something you'd see at a third-rate indie show. Same thing with the Grado match there, Tribunal. It looked like complete indie garbage. Not good indie wrestling. Crap indies, like a local indie show with big, boring bums there. This is what this match looked like, and James Storm looks like he's getting fat and slow in the ring. Very sloppy looking wrestling by James Storm. I don't know. This was just cheap, like super, super cheap, especially for a pay-per-view. This wasn't even good enough to be on Impact, like straight up there. And this is on the pay-per-view. Fifth match, Eli Drake defeated Bram. First of all, this guy climbs up the ropes there at the beginning. He does a pose and almost falls backwards. He's holding on to the ropes there, almost falls down, just climbing into the ring. He almost fell down at some other point in the match. He climbed the ropes and almost fell again. You know, are you serious? Is he that bad? Was it like Botches by purpose to be funny? I don't fucking know, but either way it looked friggin' ridiculous. Very ridiculous. And Bram just straight up sucks, man. This guy without his thumbtacks there, he's got nothing. He did about 8 fucking clotheslines, different arm shit there, a couple punches. I think he did a power bomb at one point. That's the biggest move he did, that fucking boring bum there. Eli Drake gives him a clothesline and that's it. Apparently that's a big move of some kind. It looked like a cheap fucking clothesline finish is what it looked like. Another garbage match that looked like a piece of shit throwaway indie match. Sixth match, EC3 defeated Mike Bennett. You know, TNA fans, they think that EC3 is a big star there, but I don't see it that way. I still think the guy is a corny motherfucker. He looks phony as fuck in the ring. Apparently he's a face now, but he still makes his corny goofball faces. Not sure how far he's gonna get, you know, acting like this there. But most of the match was super boring with absolutely nothing happening. Then you had more overbooked, like fucking false finishes. You had 2 false finishes, I believe. Then he just won with his finisher, so absolutely nothing. Couple of phony looking false finishes, so TNA fans are gonna say it was awesome because of the false finishes, but it was far, far from being awesome. Okay? Not good at all. and there was a huge botch on the apron. He tried to do some kind of finish on the apron. Not a finish, but a big move on the apron. The way that it was placed with the camera, you see that Mike Bennett's leg, just his leg fell on the apron, you know, and they tried to fucking cover this up there. Very bad. This is shitty garbage wrestling. Bad wrestling from guys who can't wrestle that well. This is what it is now in TNA. In the 7th match, and the only good match on the show, Jeff Hardy defeated Matt Hardy in a Full Metal Mayhem match. Basically, it's their 500th hardcore match there. And it was good, but, you know, they've had the same match a million times. I've seen a million matches between these two, and it's always the same shit. Hardy throwing himself through a table or onto a ladder or something. Good match, but personally, I've seen these matches a million times from these guys. I'm not gonna mark out anymore. Every time I fucking watch TNA, it's the same two guys having the same match, and I'm supposed to bow down to this every time. Fuck off there. Give us something else there. Matt Hardy acting like a complete fucking retard. The promo before this match was fucking terrible, man. What the hell is that? Matt Hardy's new gimmick there. Brother Nero, if it was not for me, your career would not exist. Brother Nero. Who cares? Who the fuck wants to see this shit when they're acting like complete retards like this, you know? But it was a good hardcore match, but like I've said, I've seen it 1,000 times. In the 8th match, the Decay defeated the Bromance. This was more garbage wrestling there. Just very cheap. It was more clusterfuck interference, booking bullshit. This girl, there's a girl with them there, like some kind of Daphne ripoff. She spits the mist into Abyss's face by mistake. Abyss sprays mist into the referee's face, which should have been a disqualification there. Again, bad booking, cheap wrestling. Just fucking low budget garbage that should be on the fucking Indy show. In the main event, Lashley defeated Drew Galloway to become the TNA World Heavyweight Champion. And, you know, Lashley, like I said last time, he was the champ and it was pretty boring there. He still has his stupid headband around his head, which looks friggin' ridiculous, you know what I'm saying? The match was knockout or tap out, so it was a mix between a submission match and like a 10 count match there where you knock them out and count to 10 to win or whatever. So Drew Galloway hit about 3-4 kicks, the same move. Lashley hit 2-3 spears. It was Slammiversary last night, ladies and gentlemen. And the match ended with some kind of headlock. You know, a cheap fucking headlock finish. There's small packages, clotheslines, headlocks, you know, fuck it. The main event for the World Heavyweight title, what can we think of to have a big finish? We have all kind of clusterfuck finishes for the other matches. How can we end this big to send the fans home happy? Headlock! Alright, TNA! And it wasn't worth you know, to be the main event of a pay-per-view. It was okay. It wasn't a bad match. But a cheap fucking weird concept match that ends in a goddamn fucking headlock. Fuck you, TNA. Fuck you. This shit was garbage. It is what it is there. The Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy match was good. Lashley was decent. The X Division was decent. Then you had 6 complete garbage matches. You understand? And the main event wasn't that good. It ends in a goddamn headlock, for fuck's sakes. How good can it fucking be? Alright? Now TNA fans are gonna accuse me of being biased. Not biased. I am watching and I am telling you what I see. Oh, this is blind hate. No blind hate. My eyes are open and I'm calling it as I see it. You understand? But here's the deal. You people are biased. You TNA fans have some weirdo retarded agenda that you want to present TNA as being better than WWE. A psycho agenda in your heads there. So you guys are going to claim that it was good. But in reality, it was a pile of fucking shit. The Hardy match was good. A couple of okay matches. And 6 matches that were total fucking shit. Okay? Bad show. Bad show. Definitely not worth $40 to see a pile of fucking indie shit like this. TNA has nothing left to offer. They have the Hardy Boys, like I said, we've seen this match a million times there. They have fuck all. They're back to boring Lashley as their champ. A guy that can't talk, a boring motherfucker. TNA has 0 to fucking offer. All they have is junkyard warehouse wrestlers. They're Braxton, Sutter, what the hell is this? Why would you put a bunch of garbage like this on the fucking pay-per-view and try to tell people this is good? You guys are fucking stupid. The company sucks, big time, and the fans are fucking idiots. This show was bad, and I am done giving them chances. Definitely done paying for garbage like this. I tried to order this show, didn't even get to fucking see it, so fucking TNA's a pile of fucking shit beyond shit. They're fucking the maggots that live in the shit. When those maggots shit, that's TNA's level. It's like shit plus beyond fucking crap there. Garbage. Until next time, peace.